Hi everyone, this is Leonora from Embody Truth. Today I want to talk to you about fear. It's actually quite a large subject, but I'm going to try and keep a focus on it. So often we think of fear as like something that we're afraid of is life-threatening. So just thinking about something that we're afraid of can create fear in the body, even though it's not life-threatening. So why is that happening when there is actually not a life threat present? The reason that it's happening is that our field of awareness, or our field of energy, contains past memories, you could call them, or past imprints, as I like to call them, of experiences that we haven't yet metabolized. In other words, our nervous system has not fully integrated those past experiences. So in some schools, this would be called trauma. And you can get quite severe reactions to these memories, including things like post-traumatic stress disorder. My own journey, starting about 30 years ago, I experienced post-traumatic stress disorder and found ways to recover from that. So along that path, I learned many things, and I'd like to share some of those with you. So there's this situation when we are actually in a life-threatening condition. In other words, the tiger is right here, right now, where we actually don't feel a fear because our system, our autonomic nervous system, engages in dealing with it. So it deals with it either by fighting the tiger, maybe not a good idea, or by running away, or by freezing. And so those are the typical responses that can happen in a life-threatening situation. You actually aren't really split to feel fear. Your whole system is really in the present moment, and it's naturally got certain hormones and chemicals powering you to help you survive. So, you know, that's the present moment experience. However, when you survive that threat, there's a part of you that can split off, because you know, when you stop, something goes, oh my God, I nearly got eaten by the tiger. And that part of us that splits out has a gift. It's self-awareness, and we're aware of what happened. Now that's different from an animal who, once the threat has gone from the field, once the threat is no longer there, the animal shakes it off, integrates their nervous system, and goes back to eating grass, and is not holding a story, is not holding a separation. So it's really this separate self that now holds the story about the tiger, which is, it has survival value. It's going to, you know, probably stop you from walking in the jungle in an endeavor to ensure that you don't meet another tiger. But it also has some issues, because it's going to limit you and limit your life, depending upon how severe the fear is and how disconnected you become. So what happens in that type of a situation is that when you've split off, there's something that didn't fully resolve. And now there's kind of a you separate from your field of awareness, which is available through your body. And that sort of two-ness maintains the fear, the sense of self with the story and the event that didn't fully metabolize. So that event, that unmetabolized, unintegrated event, still remains in your energy field. And it's convinced that there's things that are dangerous. Yeah, so it actually, what it can do, you know, in a negative way, is that it will project danger onto situations that aren't dangerous. So it will, you know, it's kind of looking for danger. And this can become quite profound. I mean, you think of people who were who have post-traumatic stress, that were in a war zone, that come home and they can't integrate back into normal life. And when a car backfires, they duck for cover as if somebody's shooting at them. So this, that's a worst case type scenario of how this fear can really inhabit us and how we project it out because it's not resolved. So there is a process, that's the good news, to resolve that. And part of the process is to, through breath work, through connecting through the felt sense, to meet this unresolved material as a felt sense experience. And through the meeting of that with a certain quality of openness and willingness and various other ingredients, we can integrate that experience and then metabolize it so that it's no longer in our field. The other piece that we have to do is we have to work on the sense of self, which is maintaining the story about the tiger. And that part can also be met, felt, and integrated into the field so that you return back to a place where you feel yourself completely clean of that scenario and that story. And I think of that as a reclamation of power that returns you to a place of possibility in life and an attitude of willingness and exploration, and takes you outside of those imposed limits for safety and opens you up to perhaps a little more courage and endeavor toward adventure and sharing your gift and yourself with others. So that's what I wanted to share a little bit about on fear. That, like I said, there's a lot more, and I hope that you decide to subscribe to my channel and here's some more videos on this topic and other related topics. Thanks for listening. See you soon.